Husbands and accomplices, a happy marriage is a deep conversation, seeming too brief. Andre Murua.
The story of John and Abigail Adams is one of the most profound and fascinating in the history of marital relationships because they both shared an active and committed life, both personally and politically. Through their correspondence that they wrote, we can see the evolution of their relationship, their mutual respect, and the way their love and support became intertwined with the history of the United States. John Adams was a prominent lawyer and one of the leaders of the movement for the independence of the United States. On the other hand, Abigail Smith came from a Puritan family with a fairly advanced education for her time, something that undoubtedly influenced her intellectual life. They met in 1759 when John Adams visited some friend's house in Quincy where Abigail lived. Although John was 10 years older than Abigail, the two shared a strong intellectual connection and a commitment to the cause of American settler independence. John was initially reluctant to fall in love because he thought married life might interrupt his career. However, Abigail, with her intelligence, sensitivity, and determination, ended up winning his heart. They married on October 25, 1764 and began to build a life together. During the first years of their marriage, they had several children, and John, in addition to his career in law, became involved in the growth of the Patriot cause. As the American Revolution began to gain strength, John became one of the most prominent defenders of the independence of the colonies. Participating in the Declaration of Independence and becoming the second President of the United States, Abigail, for her part, was not only a supportive wife from home, but played her pivotal role in John's politics and decisions. Although he did not directly participate in political meetings, his letters to John show a deep understanding of the country's problems and a keen political sense. On many occasions, she advised him and guided him in his decisions, as she did, for example, during the drafting of the Declaration of Independence. When she suggested that she should include women's rights in the new nation, Abigail wrote a famous letter in 1776. "Remind the ladies and be careful not to give them power. If you do, you will regret it." This is a clear example of how Abigail cared about women's rights and understood the importance of including women in the future of a new nation. This letter reflects the progressive vision she had for her time. John Adams spent long periods away from home due to his involvement in government and politics. While serving as ambassador to Europe and later as president in 1797, John remained largely absent, driven by work demands. During such separations, their letters served as an essential link and revealed the essence of their bond rooted in mutual respect and affection. And their letters reveal not only their deep love, but also the equality and respect that existed between them over the years. The letters between the two became one of the most important sources of historical information about the American Revolution and life in the White House. Through them, we can see how Abigail In addition to being a loving wife, she was also an intellectual collaborator who offered her views on events occurring in the nation. In his letters, I often wrote to him on topics of education, morality, social justice, and the well-being of citizens. Both shared a keen interest in reading and intellectual pursuits, referencing books, philosophies, and debates in their letters. Abigail critically assessed foreign policies, showcasing her dedication to justice and equity in her correspondence. Although John Adams was a political leader, it was in his relationship with Abigail where he found his emotional and intellectual strength. She helped him in moments of doubt and celebrated his victories with him. But she also asked him difficult questions that helped him reflect on the future of the nation. The relationship between Yomi and Abigail Adams is a testament to commitment, respect, and mutual support. Although their roles in politics and public life were very different, they both worked together to build a nation that reflected their ideals of freedom and justice. Abigail, despite being in a time where women rarely had a voice in politics, was one of the influential figures and a model of strength and wisdom. How much do these types of women need to be a support for their husbands, and how much do they need for their husbands to give them their place as a life partner? The marriage of John and Abigail Adams is a reminder of how love and mutual respect can be the foundation of great achievement. Constant communication, emotional support, and intellectual commitment can be key to a relationship lasting even in times of greatest adversity. Their enduring story of partnership demonstrates how camaraderie, esteem, and shared goals nurture resilient unions beyond affection.
Then God, the Lord, proclaimed that it is unwise for man to live in solitude, and vowed to provide suitable assistance. This declaration is found in Genesis chapter 2, verse 18 of the Bible.